Okay, we will begin with Hinrich Voss from the University of Leeds as our first speaker. Hinrich, over to you.
Yep. Thanks very much for the introduction. Very warm welcome to the live session here on video case textbooks as a new teaching format. We have three speakers, me starting off and then Nugget and Philip following on with further detail about particular aspects of video case studies. I'm starting off by giving a brief rationale for why we think video case textbooks and video cases are very timely developments to be had, notwithstanding the whole COVID pandemic and a move towards online teaching. But even without COVID-19, we think there's a reason for moving further towards online, towards video case textbooks teaching. And I'll talk through some of the aspects behind this. And then we go into particular examples Nugget and Philip will bring in. Now, one aspect where we think is a good reason for moving towards video textbooks and video case studies is that Generation Z and Y have very different learning habits and patterns compared to older generations of students we may have taught. Data here and research by Pearson Group suggests that in particular Generation Z, so the new incoming students we have over the next few years, is very much interested in learning through YouTube and other videos, more so than learning through in-print activities, and particularly books. This is already something we've seen with Generation Y, but it's much more pronounced with Generation Z. That is also reflected in other research by Pearson that is suggesting that when people across different countries are being asked what they think about printed textbooks, you'll see that a large share of respondents perceive that textbooks will be obsolete by the year 2025. And they will be obsolete because they believe that more and more learning can be done through channels like YouTube and other kind of platforms where they can watch videos on demand at different length that fit their particular learning pattern and address particular questions they have rather than going through a lengthy textbook. There's also other research to underpin the aspect of creating more video case studies and developing video case studies and together link up into something like a textbook. And rationales for that have been found to be that watching videos of films, broadly speaking, can create helping emotional relationships between the viewer and a particular topic, partially as well because videos and films have much more authenticity as they're connecting to the real world better than something that is written, and in particular better than a written case study. And I think that comes to the fore in a moment as well when Nugget and Philip present their aspects, where they will talk about video cases that are being narrated by managers rather than being communicated through academics. And indeed, a key difference we think we can create through video case studies in comparisons to film documentaries is that video cases are very directly written and conceptualized for a particular theoretical aspect we want to communicate, and therefore direct learners towards an in-depth understanding of a topic, of a phenomenon, of a theory, but doing this through the aspect of greater authenticity, through the aspect of a management-led narration rather than academician-led narration. Hence, to sum up the very brief overview, there's some research that suggests that textbooks are seen by new learners and generations of students that are coming in as being obsolete, and they rather learn through any kind of video, and they also engage and socialize much more through video aspects. At the same time, we have some research around film and other aspects that suggests that video cases are, or video per se, is working much better and linking better between the audience because of the aspect of authenticity. bringing these aspects together, we are arguing that there's a case for video case textbooks to be created and written. And Nuket, the next speaker, will introduce 2 examples of such cases.